G'day folks, just doing a bit of work with this unusual Bosch alternator, the one that just showed up out of the blue from Brad. He doesn't even know the history. I quizzed him on it and he doesn't know where it came from. Only assumed that the clutch on the pulley was faulty, so I'm going to try and use it as a battery charger for now. And it was suggested to me by AM Fan that I put a 50 watt 10 ohm or no 3 ohm to 10 ohm rheostat on it instead of the regulator and try arc welding with it. It should make 110 or 115 amp arc welder, which would be pretty damn cool. This rheostat's not the right value. This is a 50 watt 50,000 ohm 50k ohm rheostat, so I've got two on order straight from China. They're $14.95 each on eBay, so I've got two 50 watt 10 ohm rheostats coming. Only reason I buy two is because A, they're cheap, B, they're handy, and C, one of them might not even work. You know what Chinese direct from China stuff's like. Likewise, I've got a good serpentine, well, not so good serpentine belt. It's pretty cracked, but it'll do for what I'm doing now. I'm just going to spin it up as it is with this 3-phase motor. I'm going to decouple the VFD from my semi-hermetic compressor and go from there. I pinched this pulley off another alternator that Brad gave me. This one's seen a lot of use and needs new brushes, and it'd work again, but I decided to pinch the serpentine pulley off it. I'm not going to modify the pulley, so I could always heat this up again to break the Loctite down and just punch the center out of it again, because this adapter boss used to be a 2-step A series or A V-belt pulley, and I've just turned the V-belt grooves off it and jammed it inside with a bunch of blue Loctite. So I could break it down again and reinstall it on this alternator when I want to, but for now it's a temporary drive attachment for this 3-phase Brazilian made VEG motor. I've just got to hone a little bit more rust and crap out of the bore there. The boring bar wasn't quite long enough, so I've left a bit of a lip there. So I'll just file that out, stuff that on the shaft with a shaft key. It's about a 6mm square key, and yeah, it should be right. I don't think it'll be 100% concentric. I've been having some problems with that lathe chuck, so it should run true enough not to vibrate too badly and maintain tension on the belt anyway. It just won't be 100% smooth. Not that that matters around here. Everything's a little bit rough, but it's a little bit effective. And we'll be able to see this alternator spinning in action too. Not that there's much to see, it's just a pair of slip rings and a rotor. Got a bit of a storm happening tonight. You can hear some rumbles and crackles and rain. And for the first time in months, my internet's dropping in and out again. The line's going all crackly again. I thought they fixed that, but obviously water's gotten in somewhere else, or there was a lightning strike near the exchange or something, and it's just totally scrambled everything. I mean, the whole line and everything's going dead sometimes. So I've got to get onto that one pretty quick if it doesn't stop after tonight. Yeah. Equipment autopsy, found that in the car park at the scrapyard, just in the drop-off area. It's been run over by the forklift or something, but it'll make for a good autopsy, or at least throw it in the microwave. But either way, the thunder's really going off tonight. You can hear it on the distance. Yeah, I walked into my local supermarket and they were replacing all of the Fujitsu countertop scanners and touch consoles and their APC UPS units as well, but I talked to the guys there and they said nah, Fujitsu remanufactures and sells them, so they couldn't let me take any. Bit of a bummer. Would have liked to load up the car on old laser barcode scanner units and touchscreen control panels that Coles supermarkets use, but nah, I can understand their point of view. They actually work for Fujitsu, so they'd lose their jobs if they made half a dozen of them disappear. But I have had supermarket scanners in the past and they are fun. Been a bit of activity. Not much though. Nothing really worth filming. Oh, there we go. Well, that didn't work so well. Getting soaked. I'm trying to stand under this. Oh well, it's wet now. Okay, well this thing seems to work alright. Nice little band of blue Loctite flying out of it. Just excess spillage. But that's held together quite nicely. It's concentric. I've trued it up on the lathe, like finish bored it, keyed it and bolted it to the end of the shaft. It's a whole lot's actually assembled on the end of the shaft through the holding bolt now, so that's actually really nice. And I can run it up to about 100 Hertz on a 50 Hertz motor and it doesn't vibrate. The motor's not bolted down. It's just sitting there. It's about 40 Hertz, 45, 50 Hertz. It's a 4-pole motor. Very quiet. Apart from the high pitch frequency coming from the VFD, it's an artificial 3-phase. £90. Give a bit of noise from the fan. Lots of airflow. I like that. They've got a good fan on them. 100 Hertz. We won't go much further than that. 127 Hertz. It's not set up for rapid braking or anything. I don't have a braking resistor attached to it, but you could almost bring that to a dead stop inside of a second if I had a braking resistor and everything. But of course the motor would probably go flying off the table from the inertia. Either way, that's pretty good. I've got to bolt it down and do some proper tests. That's all for tonight. It's a little bit wet, so I might do the rest of it tomorrow. We'll see. Anywho, thanks for watching.